One of the challenges of most affiliate marketers is the ability to handle such objection. When a prospect or a customer gives them objection, they don't know how to handle it. Objections like, I will get back to you, I don't have the money, I don't think I have the time. And sometimes, even when you have the great product in the market, your prospect will surely give you objections. So in this video, after answering so many sales calls, in this video, I'm going to give you my framework for handling any sales objection that comes your way, so that you can use to answer your sales objection. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you as in the specific answer to a specific sales objection, like something like whenever a prospect tells you that he doesn't have the money, the specific answer to give to that prospect. Whenever a prospect tells you I'll get back to you, the specific answer to give to that prospect. I'm going to give you all the answers to all these objections in the end of this video. So if this is your first time seeing my video, my name is Emmanuel. I help affiliate marketers mostly in Nigeria, the net models and close more sales. So please, if you love content like this, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. That is the only way you can support me, because this is still a growing YouTube channel. Alright, so I'm not gonna waste time in this video. There is a framework I call the AA framework in handling sales objection. It's called the AA framework, although I'm going to paste it in this screen. In this AA framework, you can use it to answer any objection that comes your way. So the first A is called acknowledge. The second A is called associate. The third A is called ask. So what this means is that whenever a prospect gives you objection, don't go ahead to start arguing with them. You get the point. So let me say the prospect says that I don't have money. Instead of trying to argue with them, but they have money to buy Netflix, but they have money to buy video games. First, you have to acknowledge what they have just said. You have to let the prospect know that you still understand their pain. You still understand what they are passing through. And when the prospect feels like, yeah, this person understands my pain, that prospect will feel connected to you. You get the point. So, for instance, whenever a prospect says, "I don't have the money," instead of arguing with them, what you have to do is acknowledge what they have just said. You get the point. You might say something like, "I totally understand that you don't have money, especially now the country is very, very hard." Or you can put it in our Nigeria pidgin, especially now when Nigeria is very, very hard for this Tinubu regime. Alright, sorry for interrupting you. So if you are struggling to get your first 10 sales, or you just made your first sales since started after marketing and everything went smooth, you haven't made anything online before, in my affiliate first 10 breakpoints, I'm going to share with you how you can get your first 10 sales in 2 weeks without creating content. And the best part about it is that you can even make this happen even though you haven't said anything online before and you haven't published any content online before. So if you're struggling to get your first sales, or you're struggling to get your first 10 sales, or if you're an affiliate marketer, you don't know what else to do, my affiliate first 10 breakpoint is the best you can get today. And the best part about this is that there are so many affiliate marketers that have used this testimonials like this and this and this. So these are people that have used it and they have believed that it actually works. So click the link in the description of this video or in the comment section of this video to grab your affiliate first 10 sales breakpoints and to be able to make your first 10 sales in the next 2 weeks. Alright, keep enjoying. You acknowledge what they have just said to let them know that you understand their pain and you expect that they are going to say something like that. And then that is the first thing you acknowledge. Then the second thing is you associate it to something. You might say something like, even when I started this business, I don't have the money to start. Or even when I started this business, I don't have the money to pay my rent. Or the last customers that paid last week don't even have the money before they started. You get the point. So what happens then, whenever you associate this to something, you'll be like, wow, if this person's best customer is able to start this business just without having the money in companies, that means I myself can also do it. You understand? That is the importance of associating it to something. If this person can start this business without having the money in company, that means I myself can also start this business. So you associate it to something and let them, then after associating it to something, then you ask them question about their question. Understand? So now that you have said, okay, even my prospect I signed last week don't even have the complete money to buy my product, then you ask them question about their question. I say something like, so what's your budget? You understand? So when they give you their budget, you go ahead and associate and tackle it. Now let's do it complete. Prospect says, I don't have the money. I totally understand that you don't have money, especially in this Tinubu regime that everything is very, very hard. In fact, my prospect that signed last week doesn't have the complete money to sign up when he wanted to sign up. So what's your budget? Understand? The prospect did not tell you the budget. You have a lower product you recommend to him. If finds other thing that you want to tell him, you tell him. Now let me say that one of my students reached out to me yesterday that the prospect says that he doesn't have the money to buy his products. You get the point. And so, he said that the prospect said that he's afraid of starting. You understand? So when the prospect tells you that he is afraid, you acknowledge what the prospect just said. You might say something like, yes, I totally understand. I expect you to be afraid in taking a decision like this because there is many scam products out there in the market, or there is so many scammers out there in the market. In fact, before I even started this business model, I was so afraid that I have to do video call with the person before I could start. Now, what are you afraid of? You get the point. So when the prospect says that he's afraid, you say, I totally agree that you're afraid. In fact, that is acknowledge, you acknowledge what they have just said. Then you are shorted to something that even when I started this business, I was so afraid that I have to do business, I have to do video call with the person that registered me. You understand? That is you associate it to something. You get the point. You associate it to yourself, and that person will be like, wow, this person is so afraid that to the extent of doing video call with the person that registered him. That means I myself cannot start that. And then you ask them a question, I might say something like, so what is your major concern? Or what are you most afraid of? And the person might say, oh, I'm afraid that it will not work for me. I'm afraid of you run away with my money. I'm afraid of there are so many scammers. And then you go ahead and handle this handle this objection understand. So this is the framework on this. The reason I give you this framework is that at the end of this video, I'm going to paste all the objections that prospect normally comes up with. Understand, and the answers to them. I'm going to paste it in this group. In the comment section of this video. Understand. So go to the comment section, download it to your Google Docs, and you can list and see all of them. Understand. You can many of them the specific answer to give to a prospect, so that whenever a prospect just give you a objection, you don't need to start cracking your head. You can just go there, find it, copy it, and paste it to the prospect. You get the point. So this is the end of this video. If you love this video, one of the best ways you can help me is to subscribe to this video. Please subscribe, because this is still a growing YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. That is the best way you can do me everywhere. And don't forget to share this video to other struggling Afro marketers that are struggling to handle such solution. Alright guys, see you on the next video.